guys, I'm just gonna make a tutorial video on how you're going to unlock your car lock in case of an emergency where you have a flat battery and your remote control doesn't work. Okay, your remote control doesn't work and also the press button doesn't work. So obviously you're going to use the mechanical key to open up, right? So there are some ways you're going to do this. So let me just show you how you're going to do this. Right, so this is your remote control, correct? So first thing is you got to take out your mechanical key, press this button, pull it out. So this is your mechanical key, right? So now you see a slot here. Okay, it's not a slot, actually it's a groove, right? So the idea now is to put your key inside and to press to remove this cover. Okay, why we are removing this cover is because the entry for the key is inside this cover, so we need to remove this cover, right? It's a bit hard, the fitting is a bit hard, so some sort of force is needed. And at the same time, please be careful when you put this key inside this slot, and when you press, make sure you hold it securely. Okay, why? Because if you slip, you hit the car body, you might scratch. Okay, or if you are scared, you might scratch the body. Maybe you might want to put a paper tape or a tape somewhere here, so that in case if you slip, you just hit the tape. Okay, if you have one. But during emergency, you don't have all this, you see. But it's just additional information, right? So let's proceed with the next step. Alright, so get your key done, your mechanical key. Put it in this latch, or I mean put it in this groove. Okay, when you put it inside here, pull this handle. You have to pull this handle, right? Press the key inside. The moment you press the key, you see your key goes in slightly, because eventually there is a pin here. The pin have already gone in, right? So with the key inside the hole, with your handle being pulled, slowly apply a force outwards. Can you see my hand? So outwards, with the key inside, outwards, right? So it's a bit tough. Yeah, obviously this thing is going to drop, it's going to pop out. Okay, so this thing comes out now. So you can see, you put your key inside, definitely you're going to scratch this. There's no way you can avoid. Okay, so you put your key inside. Basically you can see here there is a button here, so the key is basically pressing the button. Alright, so this button basically goes inside this groove to hold this guy firmly inside. So now you can see the slot to put in your mechanical key. Just put it in and unlock your car. Okay, so that is the whole idea. How are you going to put this back now? Right, okay, to put this back, it's quite simple. But before that, I just want to show you how inside looks like. You will notice there are two slots here, 1 and 2. Okay, these slots basically are like small hooks. Okay, small hooks. So these two slots must be secured on its original position first. How is it? You see, let me just bring the camera nearer. Can you see the two holes here? Right? So the two small hooks, basically you're going to put them inside here. So they are going to go something like this. Right? So the cover basically with the two small hooks is going to go in like this. Okay, assuming the hooks are there. Okay, I just bring it here again. So you see the hooks. So you are going to hang it from top first. Hang it. Once it's already in the hook, press it. Then you will hear a tuck sound. Okay, when you do that, you have to pull the handle. Why? Because can you see this groove? This groove coming out? This thing must be behind this handlebar. So you need to pull this handle while doing this, right? So you need to use two hands. So let's see how we are going to fix it now. Okay. So get your position in place. Okay. So I'm going to put it on top. The groove number 1, groove number 2 goes in slot number 1, goes into slot number 2. Pull the handle, put into the slot. Okay, it's already done. Right, you can see it's already done. It's already in the slot. It doesn't move. And then slowly take your thumb, put your thumb somewhere around here and press downwards. Can you hear the sound? So it is already inside. Okay, if you see there is a gap here, basically this one all cannot be avoided. Okay, right, so you just double check by just doing this, and then this is already firm. Remember, you must hear the tuck sound, because if you don't fix this properly, it might fall when you drive. Okay, and what I know, this thing is not cheap. So this is already been done. Alright, so you can see, nicely fitted. Alright, greeting guys. I'm going to show you now how to replace the battery of a Hyundai Ionic HEV, or whether HEV Plus, right? When you have a low battery, how you're going to replace it without any tools. Okay, say for example you just have the remote control only. So you get the mechanical key out by pressing this button. Okay, so once this mechanical key is out, slowly take the key, put it in between these two notch. Can you see the notch? Put it in between the notch and gently turn it clockwise as shown. Okay, put it in and gently turn it. The objective is you want these two covers to split apart. Okay, because the battery is located inside, so you want these two covers to split open apart. So slowly put it in and just turn it. Okay, so you see the cover has already been opened. Simple as that, right? Then slowly open up. Okay, place it on the flat surface. Right, remove this rubber protective cover. Then take this circuitry out. Right, so the battery is located at the back of the circuit. Please bear in mind that during the changing of the battery, you don't want your hand to be dirty, you don't want your hand to be sweaty. It is best if you can wear surgical glove, but if you don't have, right, because during emergency, make sure your hands are dry. Don't leave any fingerprints on the board, which could cause short circuit. Okay, because this is a very high precision PCB board. So just gently put in your finger here and just give it a small push, and you take out your battery. Right, just push, your battery will slide out. You see? So in my case, I've already changed the battery. So what battery is this? Is a CR2032. It's 3 volts. I'm actually using Energizer, right?
because that day was emergency, so I bought Energizer. That's the only one available in the shop. Okay, recommended to use very good brands. Don't use the cheap brand because the battery might leak and it will cause damage to your board, circuitry board. So good brands like Maxwell is good, Duracell, Sony, and so forth, right? So this is the battery 2032 CR, right? If you go to DIY, you may purchase this also in DIY, right? 1 2 3 4 5 of these cost less than 5 ringgit, but not recommend to use for remote control. If temporary, yes. After that, please change it to a good branded battery because you don't want this to be leaking in future. We are not sure about the quality of this because this is it's a very cheap battery. Okay, this is the model 2032 CR. You may also use 2025 if there is no stock. Okay, the difference is 2032 the battery is thicker, 2025 the battery is thinner. Or did I get it wrong? Yeah, so this is thinner. Doesn't matter, it still fits inside. Okay, this is just some additional information, right? So now, assuming you have already changed, you already got a new cell, you're gonna put it in. Okay, obviously if you want to do a test, you can always do a test. So in this case, oh my goodness, showing low. Okay, so I think it's about time to replace also. Yeah, okay. So now let's say the battery has already been replaced, a new battery, you're gonna put it in. Similar steps likewise. Okay, you don't want to have any handprint marks on the battery cell, right? Because it will lessen the contact mechanism between the battery and the contact of positive and negative. So positive will be facing up, negative will be facing down. Slide it in. Okay, put back the board. Sorry, it's the other way. Put the board back. Put back the rubber protective layer casing. Right? Remember, there is a notch here. This notch must go in this hole, right? So you got one notch here, it will go in that hole. So you put it in. Once you get it all aligned, gently press it till it snaps and you hear a noise, tuck. Right? Simple as that. So this is already considered replaced. Okay, so you can put back your mechanical key inside, right, without any tools. Okay, if you have trouble opening up with the mechanical tool, with the mechanical key, if you got trouble opening up, you may want to use your card, bank card or any card. Slowly put it in and turn it, but it is soft, the card might get ruined. So guys, hopefully it helps, right? Recommended to actually practice this before your battery goes weak, and to have a few of your battery on standby. Okay, this battery, if you buy a few and keep it spare. Don't open up, just maybe cut it and keep it in your purse or maybe in your car, spare, right? Never know one day. Alright guys, thank you very much, have a nice day.